YouTube people, bring you in on this. This is the long-awaited, the much-anticipated, promised. Need a tissue still on the last fringes of the school, but it'll be alright. Victorian Run. We had 94 deaths on the last run. It's a lot. It's a lot. And so I just told the stream, I believe we're gonna beat it. I think we're gonna probably far exceed that. State of Decay, so Outriders according to most of Reddit. Nice, Justin. Well said. GG. Let's put that in the quotes. Yeah, well, we're definitely gonna jump back on Outriders. Like the game, like it a lot. Obviously, they got some bugs we're working through right now. But the biggest thing is this was on the docket first. This was on the itinerary before Outriders, and so I felt like we needed to go to this. We're gonna put it on random. Let me run through the rules of the Victorian Run. The rules are: no modern conveniences, electricity, radio, nor cars. None of that. Can't use cars, can't use power, can't use radio commands. No DLC whatever, except for the bounty broker in cases where we'd be getting technology that would have been available to the Victorians, like crossbows or bolt-action rifles. That stuff is allowed. No automatic weapons or high-end explosives, so no C4, no grenade launchers, no thermite, none of that. We're gonna put it on random. So we will not be allowed to use Red Talon. Now the big thing we have to think about. Of course we're gonna put that baby on lethal. Of course we're gonna put that baby on lethal. Now, I still get to choose my people, right? I hope I didn't just go full random. I'm pretty sure we still get to build our people out. We're not gonna use a boon. I want to get the builder boon done though. I might not make the other challenge runs quite as hard as this one. Build this out with random. Driving, noisy and foot pain does not sound... Nosy, my bad. We all know I can't read. Foot pain does not sound good. I like driving. Mechanic, survived on a train, had a paper route, loved going to movies. Alright, it's fine. I mean, I really should take my time and try to pick the best of the best of the best, sir! I think you were quote 419, Justin. Laughs easily, workaholic, medicine, yeah, sure. Now the question is, do we want to go driving, pageant, wagoneer, Halo champion? That'd be good. I feel like we need a really good one here. Question is whether we need driving or whether we need gardening. This might take some time, so probably a gardener would be... You know, driving's useless. What the hell am I thinking? Computers and driving are useless. We need to completely rethink how we choose people. Mechanics... Actually, mechanics is fucking useless. It is and it isn't. Because doesn't mechanic have more than just that? I mean, doesn't mechanic also provide, like, bonuses to parts and stuff? I can't remember. Utilities... I mean, a plumber. They had plumbing. They had the first toilets and the first sewers in the Victorian era, so... Damn it, need that 420 blaze it. Medicine is good. Driving useless because there's no cars. Glad we thought of that. Political science could actually be decent because it's daily influence. Even though we're not allowed to use radio commands, obviously we're allowed to work with other communities. Driving's useless. We rolled the same guy with driving like 5 times. Hygiene would probably be good, but gets car sick and house had black mold can't be good. Cooking, barbecue master lives on pasta, leaves from behind. Retro gamer had a flower garden. It's better. It's better. I need to pull up the spreadsheet. I don't want to overthink this because I know that takes a lot of the fun out if I just completely min-max this, especially considering these guys are very likely to die. I mean, I will not be surprised if this takes 4 or 5 communities after the way that the Lame to Slaughter run went. I'm looking for my, here it is. I've got it like buried in like 15 bookmarks. I got a ton of spreadsheets for State of Decay. I want to look at utilities just real quick. Plumbing, because plumbing to me could be good. I mean, pioneering we can't use. Solar arrays, obviously we can't use. Craftsmanship. Craftsmanship could actually be really good in the Victorian Run because of the masterwork melee weapons and the durability. You know what? I think that's what I'm gonna go for, is a craftsman. See, this is already like fun to me because we have to rethink things. Now, sleep psychology. These all have like really unique, good. Oh man, hygiene is actually great. Plus 100 infection resistance, plus 20 max health. We might have to look for that. This isn't even close to all of them. Is the problem? Or rows at bottom. Shit. Okay, well, how do I get to the bottom? So I know that there's a ton. There's a ton of quirk skills. It's like, you know, it's this amazing thing in State of Decay. It's they really did the survivor skills right. Works within the power, 100% standing rewards, 25% influence per day. See, that could be really good. Because influence is so... What does sleep psychology do? It's so hard to get by and so important in lethal. 6+ morale, 2+ beds. Ooh, it's pretty good. Just getting these basic... I think a laughs easily is going to be important. I'm going to keep rolling here. Sleep psychology with that 2 beds and the +6 morale. You know, soundproofing is also amazing in lethal. There's craftsmanship. Action movie extra, that could be good. Let's try the craftsmanship. I don't think she'll be able to make it, Carrie. You're probably gonna die, but still. Medicine. Now, do we want sleep psychology for the beds? And the morale, no. I think I want soundproofing, or I want like, you know, oh, damn it, she had extra health. Let's get some extra health on these traumatic flashbacks. Oh, that's not good. It's the same guy. We keep rolling the same people. There's fishing. Into fly fishing, imposter syndrome. She's got that extra, but I don't know if imposter... Miss Parker! What up, Miss Parker? Thanks a lot for being here. Let me see where you at. Hey, watch out. Here we go. Miss Parker! Thanks a lot for being here. Appreciate you. How's Carly? How's Grandpa? Expert traveler. We need a quirk skill. Like, there's no way we're gonna live without fastidious. It's probably good. Probably takes less food. Look at that guy. That guy's on suicide watch. You can tell just from his picture. Steven not looking happy to be here. Law actually helps in influence, and he was in ROTC. ROTC is good because ROTC means that they can actually gain any skill. Once they level up cardio or wits or fighting, they can go down any proficiency. Law. 10+ influence. Yeah, it's not that good. Utilities. Useless for this run. Music is also very good. 6+ morale. Wow. 25 influence per day. That influence bonus is really nice. So I'm gonna ban Paranomasiac. What the hell is that? Paranomasiac. One addicted to wordplay or puns. Uh-oh. I don't think that's gonna be a positive, but who knows? Man, music. Look at her. She's got some good starting bonuses too. I'm gonna go with a unique group. This kind of reminds me, there's a really good movie. We'll start the community. Yeah, I think so. I think we're gonna take a risk here. We're gonna go with medicine. We're gonna go with music. We're gonna go with fishing. We're gonna go with that extra food. She's got a little extra health on her. We're gonna go with the 108 health, the 105 stamina with music for the extra morale and the influence. And we're gonna go with a doctor because we can craft a plague cure. The Victorians had medicine. They knew about germs basically at that point. They had clean rooms, good show on HBO or Cinemax, one of the two called The Nick about it. Victorian doctors were able. Oh, I forget what I was gonna say before that. Oh well.
And we're empty again.
Is Borderlands 3 ever gonna add
whose
skippable
turn is it to find
cutscenes?
more fuel?
Pepperidge Farm remembers. I
Not
remember
me.
skippable cutscenes.
Last time I almost walked right into a
Even though we're
horde.
probably on the last. Oh, this is the old female
I have a
Ghostbusters
better
run.
idea. We could settle down here.
Now, this was meant to be
instead of moving
multiplayer,
on.
so if Tyrell or Wilso or whoever wants to come in, you
the
know,
last couple of towns we.
you guys come on in. But I will play this solo because I do want to. I want to basically try to get it done this week, if I'm able. Oh God, it's Lethal Zone. Got to remember, Lethal Zone, no joke. Oh, it reminds me of the movie. That was like, it was a really philosophical movie, and it was about,
What we
it had
need is a
3
good roof
different
over
acts
our
to it,
heads.
and every act was a different scenario, and it was an end of the world apocalypse movie, and the question was like,
We really ought to think hard about where
who would
our
you
next
keep in
home
the
should
apocalypse? You know, you would assume it'd be like a doctor and an engineer and a soldier, like all the typical stuff. And it runs through all these different scenarios and how like the problem with the doctor and the scientist and the soldier is like it's way too utilitarian, and they basically all hate one another's guts, and things are way too, that car is done because there's no cars in this run. We're gonna have to keep us honest here. In the end, it turns out like one of the best groups to have was the group that had like a doctor, yeah, sure, but also an artist and a painter and like a teacher and people with a lot of compassion that could actually get along, and a child. It's a good flick. I wish I could remember all of it, but it all started with the big question of like the big philosophical question. If there was like, you know, the man on the train, would you push him out of the way and save his life at the expense of your own life?
I spotted
and then,
a
like,
plague bloater.
what if you found out that that man was a murderer? Or what if you found out that man was a doctor? Or what if that would cost like 5 or 6 lives to save his 1 life? That kind of a thing. I got a call from the glass shop today offering me the job. Hey, congratulations, Miss Parker. That's great. Good for you. I'm happy for you. Hell yeah, Miss Parker. Congrats. Oops. I already talked to Tyrell. I'm gonna guess Tyrell's playing Outriders. If he wants to play Outriders, that's fine. Oh yeah, make sure our death counter is at 0. This is already gonna be slow and low. Harley's on spring break this week. We'll go back to school 4 days a week next week. Oh wow, so she's gonna be in person. In our neck of the woods, in our state. There, look at that feral. We are already, and I have no gun. We're about done. After Memorial Day weekend is the last week of school. This is basically going to be the crouch walk run, by the way. Keep that in mind. This is going to be super low and super slow. If there's people in, I'll probably be slightly more aggressive. But
This place needs a little work.
if we want to actually get this done this week, okay, this is going to happen.
I can't keep this up.
Did anybody get infected from that? No. 1 hit obviously nearly killed me. That was to be expected. But we're just gonna try to make very, very little noise. We're gonna try to survive this like the Victorians would. The only way they were gonna survive this was to be smarter than the undead. Isn't that difficult, and that's the problem. You still lose to them. Yeah, that's when we leave for Florida. I don't know, her last day. So you leave for Florida for spring break. Thank you, I'm excited. Yeah, good for you. I'm happy for you. Once we do this run, I will plan on going hard on Outriders for a while. Like, getting to endgame, get the campaign, and get my Let's Play done and all that stuff. Try to get all the achievements. I'll probably return back to State of Decay. This quarter of goals, I set quarterly short-term goals. I do want to have all the legacies done on Lethal, though. But this was in the docket, so this comes first, and then we're on And we also need to finish Borderlands. There's really not that much to do. We have like 2 quests. There's some arms race stuff. And
All right,
the
then.
raid boss.
Once we claim this place,
And that's
it's
effectively
officially ours.
it.
That's good thinking.
All right, there's a base. Today's goals on this run is a leader. And I marked it 3, 5, and 7 hearts. That'd be good. No more a week the 27th. Okay.
We'll need them to
That's when you
improve
leave for
this
Florida.
place.
But she's on spring break this week, right? Now, guns are allowed within reason. What we need to decide is 50 cals. I mean, the Victorians had, like, cannons and mortars. And by the fall of Constantinople, we had, you know, there was cannons. So we're talking the 14s.
See you later.
But a really high-powered sniper rifle, like a 50 cal, is that more of a modern invention? Like, I literally just don't know. I mean, putting off armor is probably a good idea with the stability issues currently going on. Yeah, that makes sense, Justin. I'm just trying to say, I'm not, like, trying to ignore it or anything. I'm just trying to work in order. I'm trying to prevent too many projects from building up, especially right now while, like, the stream's active and we're getting streams in. It's a good time to knock stuff
This might be
out.
valuable.
Low and slow, ladies and gents,
Okay,
which means I already
that was
screwed up.
loud.
I need to actually not fast search. I always do. I really dislike slow searching. But
That's not
it's
nothing.
fine. And yeah, this is already... Do I have it open to friends? There, it's open to friends. Use a survey point. We might as well do that mission for the influence. This is the best way I know to play State of Decay in a way that you're gonna live, which is just extremely cautious.
Looking good. No more Zeds here.
The only problem is you don't level cardio and stuff, so... But that's just gonna have to wait until we're in a better position. Like, we don't even have guns right now. I love the soundtrack in this game. They really nailed the whole Romero thing. We have to suspend our disbelief and just... Those cars are just works of the devil.
That's all I'm gonna find.
They're manifestations of the illusion. We opened up one of the ethereal planes and the Enochian angels came roaring in and deposited these chariots of the gods. It seems hard as hell. Lethal Zone is extremely hard. So Lethal Zone... Let me show you. Hopefully I don't get attacked. Lethal Zone, combat is murderously unfair, and it lives up to that. There's probably 30 Plague Hearts on the map, and they're super hard to kill. Blood Plague will kill you in 5 minutes. Every zombie acts as a de facto screamer. Everything is Blood Plague, including the freaks. So there's Blood Plague ferals that take 3 headshots now, and they're really fast and zippy and annoying. Blood Plague jugs are just monsters to take down. And noise is a death sentence. Also, there's a massive morale decay. Every day you're... Oops. You lose like 4 or 5 times the food and meds and everything. Or at least the food there. And morale is very, very difficult to bring up. Let me see under active effects. Oh, it's not showing it, but... Basically, they tuned everything up that they could tune as far as difficulty was concerned up to 11. And we had 94 deaths getting our first legacy done. And that was with no holds barred. We could use whatever we could use. And I used probably 50,000 prestige to get through it. And then eventually we just had to pull Wilso in. And Wilso's got a really established community on his end right now. He's doing a day 100 run. We just brought him in. That's all we had. I mean, and he had all the goodies, and he carried us. On top of this, you were doing a crazy challenge. My God, man. Yeah, this will be hard. This will be hard, but
Watch
we're
out,
doing
that
it in
screamer's
multiplayer.
gonna bring a ton of
To be
Zeds.
fair, multiplayer helps a bunch.
This stuff is heavy. I can't carry that
It
much.
helps a bunch. We're so lucky that guy did not scream. They had a stream today, Justin, announcing some kind of open beta.
I could use a break.
I wish I knew what they were doing. People were obviously asking in the chat, like, what the hell are you guys up to? But they were just kind of playing the game, which I get. It's a fun game. But I didn't get any answers, and I had to go. I was busy. Kids. Let's try to get something meaningful done in this first episode. Well, there we go. It's already something meaningful. We got our first heavy weapon in. Did I let that mission down here, man? Yeah, so another element to the just cascading difficulty that is Lethal Zone. In fact, my least favorite element of it is that there's basically no resource. There's very, very few resources. When you hit a pack, you have to make the absolute most of it. Like a cache of resources. You have to make the most of it because basically maybe 10% of what there normally is on the map. And I really dislike it. I actually think that it throws the balance too far out of whack. And I've talked about this a lot, but what they did in State of Decay Breakdown is as you went up in breakdown levels, yeah, loot was rare, right? There was like there was more of this, more empty spots on the map where there was nothing. But when you did hit a spot, it was just full of loot. And full of like really good stuff. High-end rifles, Pyro-Launchers, and all kinds of rucksacks. It was great. But Lethal Zone is just straight up, yeah, there's just no loot. And man, that when you top everything else, the food cost per day, the morale cost per day, the just the cost of ammo, because things take 3 headshots instead of 1 as far as freaks are concerned. The amount of plague bots you have to try to knock out. When you start adding all that up, and then you compound that with putting so few resources on the map, that to me is the thing that just is the rub. I really like Lethal. I love Nightmare. When I first played Nightmare, that to me was State of Decay. State of Decay 2, that patch, Choose Your Own Apocalypse, was just so important to this game. It was just a game changer. And they've done a lot of good support to this game, and it's really come along, and it's now easily topped the first State of Decay by a lot. And the future is bright, but sometimes I think they listen to Reddit too much. NPC headshots has never felt good because it doesn't work like any other shooter. There's no tell. They can shoot you from before you even see them. They are unbelievably accurate. It is an insta-kill in a roguelike, and it feels really unfair. It truly does. But that's what Reddit wanted, so that's what Reddit got. And I would be fine with it if there was a tell, like if there was the glint of a sniper scope. You know, in Halo, say, or in Gears, there's a bead. You see a bright light on the, you see on the jackal, you see like a red light on top of their head, and you'll see the glint of their sniper scope to tell you, like, by the way, that guy, you better be quick, because you have no indicator in this game that someone's about to do that to you. So it's really frustrating, and then you put the zombies on top of that, which it's amazing. They're in like huge packs now, and the game can barely run and stuff. But it's just a death sentence. It's an instant death sentence, and it does not feel fair. It does feel like they toned it down a bit for Lethal, but it might be just because I have like so much PTSD over these stupid ass NPCs. I loathe that whole mechanic. How did that even get in the house? See, shit like that. So Lethal exists to kill you. And it doesn't play fair. Hence why a screamer just spawned in the house. Which I also don't like, because it really... When I play this game, I love this game. I like, these are just critiques. This is not like, why I don't like this game. I feel like I'm playing in a zombie movie. my favorite films of all time are the zombie flicks, the Romero Dead series, like a lot of fans of this game. So when I'm really into it, I feel like I'm in a Romero movie. Or 28 Days Later, any of the great zombie flicks, Dead Alive. When shit spawns like right on top of me, it just, oh man, immediately takes me out of it. State of Decay 3 open beta. And talked about an open beta. State of Decay 3 open beta? Is that happening? In their title it says State of Decay 2 open beta, but that makes a lot more sense if it's State of Decay 3. Let's get an outpost here on this first episode. Every time I stream this, it's good we take a break because I like to go over the exact same material. Here's what I like, here's what I don't like. If I could just change 2 things about this difficulty, NPC headshots and the amount of loot. It's cool if you make loot rare, but when you do hit it, it should be the best of the best because you're playing on the hardest difficulty. Risk equals reward. And to me, it also makes sense within the fiction. If you were to hit a cache of loot at this stage of the apocalypse, it's going to be somebody who is probably holding out. It's probably going to be a group of survivors like yourself. And they're probably loaded, and something terrible happened, and they died, but now it's yours. Allowing them to stream like that again is the equivalent of it. It's pretty brutal.
No more Zeds? Yay.
Now the question is, can I get an outpost here? That'd be a big help. Oh. Yep, there's the trailer. I saw the State of Decay. Wait, is this the old trailer or is this new? State of Decay 3. Okay, this was the trailer from the day. Yeah, I mean, this is a good trailer. But, oh, look at this. Wow, girls 18 plus looking for you. That's good stuff right there. Let me look up what their stream title was today. State of Decay 2 is, look at this, Justin. It's really weird. I don't know what they're up to. State of Decay 2 is launching an open beta. I wasn't able to stay for the whole thing. This is all new to me. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you helping me out. Yeah, they announced it way back, and they're basically holding their cards really close to their chest. They've really expanded. Microsoft bought Undead Labs. Which again, they were already working like really closely in affiliation with Microsoft. They were their publisher and everything else, and this was like became one of the exclusives they were really investing into. So now Microsoft outright bought them, and they've apparently employed a lot of people even through the pandemic. So there'll be plenty of State of Decay 3 coverage I'm hoping to make. There's a lot of content I still want to make with this game as a big fan of the franchise.
Time to get building.
Let me know if you guys,
a workshop
you guys should
or
be
an
able to hear it.
infirmary would be a good place to start.
Now
These should be helpful.
the challenge is we're making a lot of noise, and I never really paid attention to bass noise, but it matters a lot more in the lethal zone. I don't see a lot of zombies, so I'm gonna take this chance to run. Oh, Tyrell's here. Volume is good. Thank you, Justin. Tyrell joined us. All right, well, we can now be a little bit more aggressive. Let's also get Tyrell's 2 cents on whether or not he feels that 50 cows are fair. I think we're going to make 2 episodes, though, and I'm going to take a quick break just to throw down some food. I haven't gotten to eat today. We had homeschool, and then... Excuse me. I've been trying to get on as soon as... I've had more energy of late, so I've been getting on as soon as the kids are done. What's up, Tyrell?
Yo.
Have you heard of the High Elves? Tyrell, 50 cal in the Victorian Run. What do you think? Yay or nay?
50 cal?
Yeah, 50 caliber sniper rifle.
No. I guess not. I mean, if it's gonna be multiple people, we should... I don't know. We should see how it goes first. I would say no right now, and then let's see.
All right. Well, I'm not worried about the hearts. I'm worried about the jugs, and that's the question. I mean, we probably
for the
shouldn't
juggernaut
use a
and
50
shit.
cal because I can't imagine they had it in like the 18 something.
What guns do we get to use?
Yay,
I keep forgetting.
You can use bolt action. You can use shot. You just can't use anything automatic.
Okay,
Just
so
use
like the
common
pistols, yeah.
sense. So yeah, pistols good. Revolvers are good. Rifles are good. Just nothing automatic. Nothing like just use common sense. They didn't have AR-15s in World War One.
Okay. All right, cool. I'm gonna give me a fucking crossbow. No.
Have you? Yeah, crossbow's good. Have you lost? Because it's silent. Have you lost your
We're
progress?
about to be in a
Outriders?
lot of trouble.
No.
No.
No. I just hit level 22 and got my final skill. I'm happy.
You lost fast.
Yeah, my brother, Tay, he asked me yesterday if I could help him because he was stuck on a mission. And I told him, yeah, I'll help him. Well, Tay, you know, brother.
Oh, okay.
He asked me to. He said he needed help, so yeah. He asked me if I was playing. He asked me if I played. I said yeah. He asked me to help. So I said sure. Why not? That's what I was doing just now. Was helping him.
What causes the
I
bug?
need a break.
Where you lose?
What? There's a bug that makes you loser?
Yeah, that's why I haven't played. There's a bug going around that you lose all your crafting mats and all your loot you acquired. Shit.
I've been shit. I got everything. I'm good.
Where are you? Damn it, you're in the basement.
In the house. Shit, I was getting stuff ready for. I was trying to
being-
make sure I had the right stuff.
I was in here being hella aggressive more than what I was 5 seconds ago, and I'm already paying the cost. I'm paying the
Might
price.
take some effort.
That is good. Okay,
I
they
hope
fixed
nothing
that up.
bad.
I'm gonna have to trade this girl out already. Like I'm gonna do that. So, like she's our doctor. Oh, she's actually really good. Either way, she done.
I need to catch my
What's up, y'all?
breath.
Catch your breath? Did you swung once?
You make as much noise and use up as much ammo as possible. It's the best strat. It's the best way we're gonna survive this. Prepare for a lot of running. That's gonna be the most brutal part of this. The great Wilso! What up, Wilso? Thanks for being. Look at that, looking good. The Victorian
I'm
Run
just using
has
them.
begun, so you're welcome to join us, Wilso.
I was just using the bat to help. I mean, using the gun to help you.
Exposure to plague zones.
My gun is only gonna be for emergencies only.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something
Shit, I
real.
forgot about the rucksacks on their backs.
All right, that's everything I got.
But yeah, we was doing good. We made it past the fucking. How far in the game are you?
Right, neighbors? You got a minute to help?
I'll be there with you before you know it.
You made it to
Don't
the
want to
ruins.
spoil. Have you gotten to the point where you find the native Enochian?
Yeah, I found the native girl. Yeah, the native.
Okay, yeah.
What you call it? I
I'm
made it
just
into the
past
ruins
that.
now.
Yeah, I just got done killing that really annoying girl who's always giving our fortune teller shit.
Oh my man, fuck that shit. That
Yeah,
just pissed
I
me
hate
off.
That boss fight pissed you off, or she pissed you off?
The girl who was always getting bullied pissed me off.
Oh, wait, the fortune teller pisses you off?
Yes, she made me
Oh.
mad.
How come?
I just did that fight, and she just cause she saves her.
Whoops, we were just discussing the 50 cal. Well, so tell YouTube your logic on the 50 cal again.
Oh yeah, we started developing elephant guns in like the
can put
mid
this to
19th
good
century,
use.
and it's expensive enough to make AP ammo that I say you can go for it, but at the same time, I think you should be the one to find the actual gun instead of like using one of mine, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think I just got some unwelcome attention.
Yeah, we want to keep this as hard as possible. That's the only kicker.
True.
But
Well, I got
If we're
pipe
lucky
bombs for
enough.
jugs.
did we say pipe bombs are cool?
Well, they're basically like dynamite, and you can't make dynamite. So.
Yeah. Alright, so we're saying no thermite though, but Molotovs are cool. I mean, Molotovs are been around since.
It's a rag in a,
Yeah.
rag in a bottle.
And as far as rifles, we're just going non-automatic. So long as it can't fire automatic, we're good, I believe.
Yep.
I mean, they would have had magazine-loaded pistols back then, right? Like the Colt 40. What the fuck? Why did that happen?
I've never seen that.
Oh! Like a soccer flail. Tyrell, what were you saying before I asked Wilson about the 50 cal?
Shit, I don't know. What was the last word I said?
You were like, oh shit, what about the...
I think you were saying what a pussy to even consider it. That's what you're saying.
Hmm.
Push
I don't know, man.
loving.
Maybe.
You're on that flag as a silver bar represents one person. Poster. Okay, listen to me mocking people. So 50 cal if we find it is the current roll stream. If it turns out to be too easy, it's too easy. But I don't think anything about this run's gonna be easy. So
You do not find that much ammo with it, anyways.
we will go for the builder legacy. That's gonna be the goal. There we go. It feels like a perfect Victorian rifle.
I think I just got some
We
unwelcome
got the
attention.
homies in here making as much noise as humanly possible.
Okay.
That's not even
this
me.
outpost is good to go.
Yeah, that's what you done.
I'm making plenty of noise too. Am I just taking this shit? What is this?
Just the shit I found.
Oh, well, thanks.
Never found parts in an ammo store, but there you go.
Welcome to Lethal Zone. Did you watch their stream today, Wilso?
Negative.
I wonder what the hell they're doing. They're doing an open beta, but it's for State of Decay 2.
I'm carrying a bit much right now.
Are they doing a DLC or something?
I know that they've been talking in the last few streams about doing a really big patch. They're like, we're out of the patch cycle right now. You guys are used to monthly patches, but you haven't gotten one because we're working on something really big. But, I mean, 3 years later, an open beta for State of Decay 2?
Unless it's like a new map or something, it's gotta be big.
Maybe they're finally adding Heartland to the vanilla game. As a first map.
Yeah, just expand that.
They must have heard that.
Or adding plague walls into the game as a whole.
Good work. One more building project off the list.
That'd be horrifying. Luxury trails, Jesus.
It'd make that achievement a hell of a lot easier. Actually doable. Okay, this is where we're gonna start to pay the price for no cars.
Expanding beyond this one strip of road.
Since you were a Call of Duty player, Wilso, did you ever watch the YouTuber 8 Thoughts?
Negative.
You see the drama behind him right now?
8 thoughts?
Yeah.
What did you do?
It's pretty dark. I would watch his videos occasionally just because he bitches a lot.
Locked.
And, you know, and drama and video games are always fun. So I'd watch his like videos where he'd complain about matchmaking and stuff. He was fairly entertaining, I guess.
I got swatted? Home
He's
invasion?
the villain in this.
Oh no.
He got banned, and of course he's like, you know, complaining, oh man, it was, you know, bullshit, this isn't real. But it turns out he was doing some really fucked up stuff. He was attacking this other Call of Duty streamer and YouTuber named Drifter. And he swatted the guy.
I know Drifter.
They heard that.
So is Drifter like a really good player or something?
No, but he's very knowledgeable and he's spent a long time dude in the scene for like a decade.
So 8 Thoughts and Drifter had this huge beef feud going on for a long time. And 8 Thoughts was always accusing Drifter of cheating, hacking, being like in with the
Found something
devs
at least.
and getting like better lobbies and getting preferential treatment. And it was nothing but like YouTube drama, but it turns out to go a lot darker where he had one of his Discord mods, 8 Thoughts did, named Blue, work as a proxy to just harass
Fuck
him.
with him.
Yeah, fuck with him constantly. He doxed him, DDoSed him. The Blue showed up to his house wearing a mask, ski mask with a gun, and threatened to kill him. They swatted him multiple times. Just 8 Thoughts YouTuber. He got banned. He's claiming the victim card. And I know he's guilty because he went like all the way victim where he's like, I've got COVID. I can't work because of the pandemic and my wife can't work. And like, he's not using just like, he's not logically telling us why he's innocent anymore. He's just trying to make us feel sorry for him. But, and I guess I would because I mean, he does have cancer and shit, but he literally fucked up. If this was his job and his career, then why was he doing this shit?
It's toxic.
Yeah. can't do the time, don't do the crime kind of thing.
Right.
So anyway, he had a blue this mod, and he's
that's a good way to get your ass killed though.
Because there's evidence, like he's literally in the conversations with Blue, he's in the streams with Blue, and he's loving it, he's laughing his ass off. And his justification was, just because I'm laughing doesn't mean that I'm guilty. Like, I'm not responsible for what another person does. It's not my fault that Blue is doing this.
Your mod telling you in your own thing. And you're not encouraging not to do it. So,
Right. You're not unmodding him. You're not telling him that's fucked up, don't do that. You're laughing, and that is by extension, basically, you know, you're complicit at the very least. So he's gone.
I can't
He's
breathe.
completely gone. It's like this
Maybe I
big
should
deal
slow
in
down.
the COD community, and he's bitching up a storm about it, but he's definitely toxic. He's got some really weird hot takes. Like, he's an anti-vaxxer
but
and shit. And go ahead.
You got people coming up people's houses and shit. Like, what was he gonna do if that nigga got, like, he shot his ass?
Right. No, and he's in Texas too. Drifter is. You know, they got council
Yeah.
law. I'm kind of surprised.
So then what? Then he just thought he got a mod killed being stupid. Like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Because especially pointing the gun at somebody. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
what?
shoot to kill.
If 8 Thoughts had gotten banned for just being, because he's like against Trudeau and he's, you know, kind of right wing and shit. Even though I don't think he's political, he's just one of those people that just says
Just
shit.
conspiracy nut.
Yeah, and you know, if he got banned for that, I wouldn't be for that. But this is completely different.
There's not really anything else to
But
find
people
here.
are saying that it's wrong that he got banned because technically Drifter didn't take him down. It was Nick Burks, who I believe is like a big time Fortnite guy.
Massive.
He
40K streamer guy.
He's the one who got 8 Thoughts taken down. Drifter didn't do a community strike. Nick Merckx did because Drifter supposedly told his Discord to go into Nick Merck's stream and start saying a bunch of racist shit to get him into trouble.
Wait, Drifter did or 8 Thoughts?
8 Thoughts supposedly did that to Nick Merckx.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. There's a lot of shit. Names. So who's the bad guy?
8
Thoughts.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
a long-term Call of Duty streamer who.
So 8 Thoughts sent it to Drifter.
8 Thoughts had a long-time feud with Drifter because he believed that he would call Drifter a cheater. He said Drifter got preferential treatment from the devs.
Right,
yada,
remember
yada,
all that.
yada.
Which is all
Okay.
total shit.
And this went on for a really long time. And Drifter never talked about it because Drifter was actually taking them to court. And that blue guy got arrested and was found guilty and is on like probation and even did jail time in Canada. But 8 Thoughts said that he's not responsible for what his mod did. He didn't do this himself. And he's not responsible for what another person does. Even though, again, it seems as if he was complicit, he was laughing, he was definitely in some way or another involved. What happens is, it seemed like everything was going to blow over. Blue was in trouble, but 8 Thoughts kind of hid behind his mod and was going to be okay. But Nick Merckx put a strike on his channel, saying that he was trying to harass him. That got it banned, and so that's why it's controversial, because he didn't technically get banned for the Drifter stuff. He got banned for the Nick Merckx strike.
So he was, but was he messing with that guy too?
That's less clear. I don't know enough about that one. I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, judging from past behavior. But I think that this is one of those situations, as far as I can tell, where YouTube was looking for any excuse to get rid of him after what came to light.
Amen. That guy.
Empty.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a bully.
Oh yeah. Well, shit, doing all that, fuck it. I wouldn't give a fuck either. Whoever got him banned, he should be banned. He lucky dude didn't get his ass killed. He would have had a whole body on his hands.
If he did that to Nick Merckx, it would have been handled differently. Like, Drifter's very calm and cool.
Yeah,
He's
cause
not
I
gonna
would
lash
have,
out like that.
I'd have shot him. I'd have shot him and killed him.
You would have shot the guy who went to his house in a hoodie with a gun.
Yes, I would have shot and killed that man. Even when he turned around and walked away, I'd have killed him.
Yeah, that's a whole other level of stupidity. I don't know why they.
Because at that point, you know where I live, and you didn't came to me with a gun already. I'd have killed you and got away with it because of it. because of what you did.
He was loving it too. They streamed it. He's laughing his ass off. He thought, "Don't quit filming. Don't quit filming. This is gold."
Oh, they were streaming it? Wow. Then it would have just been
yeah. And the cops showed up and arrested him, and that's how they got him in trouble. And 8 Thoughts is telling his mom to keep it filming.
Yeah, it was a pharaoh. I was
Where?
just trying to knock. I just beat it to death.
Mission over here. Whatever, I forget.
I'm just saying though, like,
well, how do you feel about this? So what he said is, you know, he says he's been fucked over, that this isn't right, it's not fair, and that he can't get a job because he can't work because he's got cancer and Canada's in the pandemic.
bro, I ain't gonna lie. I'd have said, fuck your cancer. I hope you die.
His
Me
wife
personally.
already lost her job in Canada because of the pandemic. And so like, he doesn't know what to do now.
Flash out everyone.
Bro, that wouldn't have been my problem at all. Wife can sell her shit. She can sell her body. Seeing this is how we playing, I would have no sympathy for anybody. Like, you didn't have somebody pull up to my house with a gun where my family live. Fuck you, dude. I don't care. I hope cancer take your ass.
That to me
Like,
was
honestly.
like my biggest indicator that he was guilty because he was playing the victim card. Now he's like looking for sympathy, which to me is like instantly, okay, you're desperate. You don't have a case to actually stand on, so that's your best bet is people feel sorry for you. But it's hard to feel sorry when you
Well, they
did that
definitely
to
know I'm
yourself.
here now.
Yeah, but it's like you got a fucking guy with a gun.
collect samples?
Like, you can't sit here and say, what about my life when you did not care about my life?
whole area.
Like, even if you're joking around, I'm pretty sure they had a real gun,
You could just
and
destroy
the
playground
gun could have went
itself
off and
to
killed
kill
me,
one.
even if it was by accident.
It's more dangerous.
You know.
Like the
Or,
guy that
you
showed up to the house and had like a
can shoot
loaded
and kill
gun and
you.
everything.
Yeah, the guy
Helping
showed up
out
with a
like
loaded
this is
gun
a
to
good
his
way
house.
to
Oh,
make
I
Has
wish
friends.
a
they
big
shot him.
video going over like all what happened. He said he wasn't allowed to talk about it until the court case was through.
That's
Then they
pretty
found the guy
heavy.
guilty, and I guess they're still going after
I'm a little
8
full at the
Thoughts.
moment.
But he wasn't allowed to talk about it. I put a bag of food up on the top of this barn. If you guys are willing to grab it, please. And yeah, I mean it's pretty twisted. It's pretty sick. There's 8 Thoughts
must
pretty
have
much
heard that.
dead. He's a full-grown man in his mid-30s, and he dedicated years to just harassing this one person.
Just saying. Like, it would have, like, he can sue him for so much. Like, pain and suffering, all that shit.
sign
You know,
of
even if he would have
purpose
shot and killed dude, he could have got paid for it.
Yeah. The
Because
difficulty
now you didn't traumatize this man.
with the case
Well,
is that he's in Canada.
Okay.
So, you
What's that got to do
know,
with-
drifters in
what,
Texas.
different laws and shit?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to. Canada would have to. What do you call that when you get a person who committed a crime in another country and the country gives him up to you?
Extradite.
Yeah, you'd have to extradite 8 Thoughts.
How about
And
we
they'd
see
have
what
to
we've got?
like prove
Sure, sounds good.
ironclad conspiracy.
Which could be
In
possible.
murder.
I mean, he's literally in these like streams and voice recordings, giddy as a fucking schoolgirl that this guy's getting harassed.
God,
Bro,
I'm so sick of plague
that's
zombies.
some
Let's kill our first heart.
bitch ass shit, bro. That just upset me. Like, why would you pull up to someone's house with a gun? Like, you
Well,
want
this
to
place
be
is
like,
just
what's so
awful.
funny about that shit?
It's the Call of Duty community, though. I swear to God, that community is like no other. And all these people are defending 8 Thoughts. Like, most of the internet feels the way you guys feel. But 8 Thoughts still has a community.
He still has stands.
They're defending him. They're like, oh, these bitches are soft. They can't take long enough. They're too lobbies. Richard's just a snowflake who's gonna take the heat. Of course, this is like a whole nother level. This isn't just calling a guy names. This is literally threatening his life.
Well, not even like just as well as him too. Like, you gonna kill like this guy. Like, if someone would have died, it would have been on camera, screaming. Where I know, you know, they're streaming, so they have a following, shit, people watching it. So, and most of them, I'm sure, is probably like little kids. So you're gonna see a little kid's gonna see someone get killed because you want to be funny, or you want to harass
No
people.
room for that.
So you're saying like he was a toxic influence?
I'm all finished up.
You say what?
So you're saying like he was a toxic influence?
No, I'm saying like a little kid's gonna get traumatized by seeing someone get their head blown off. because you want to be funny and show up to someone's house with a gun.
Yeah,
Then
well,
like, it came down to that.
I don't know if the guy actually wanted to kill him. I think they were trying to an extraordinarily stupid joke.
Right, but what I'm saying is, like, say the other guy saw the gun, he killed him. It's still on camera. And all them kids would see that in his live stream, so they would see that.
Well, Drifter's
There would
smarter
be
than
no-
Boogie. I mean, Drifter just called the cops. Like, Boogie, you know, he decided to do that stupid ass
Warning shot.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
He's from Arkansas. Apparently, doesn't know shit about guns. Bullets do drop.
See, dumb shit. That's could be a life right there too.
That's Frank Castle. Dude, that's a good drama. Wilson, do you want to tell Tyrell about the whole Boogie Frank Castle thing?
Oh my God, where did we even begin? So basically, Buggy is weirdo. And Frank Castle's like one of those mean dudes, like standing around, like they're just like obnoxious and shit. And he got into beef with Buggy for like copy striking him or some shit. But
Yeah, I think Boogie copy striked him, but to be fair, Frank Castle was really a
I
should
degenerate.
probably
I
search
did
them
not
yeah,
like
out.
his content.
yeah, he was just like aggravating him all the time and like threatening him and stuff. Showed up to his fucking house in Arkansas.
Sorry,
Boogie came out
can't carry
with his
that.
gun.
They show. What's with people showing up with these guns? Like, what the fuck?
Well, Boogie had the gun this time. Frank didn't have a gun. He was just recording everything with his GoPro on his fucking forehead because he's an idiot.
You know the whole YouTube,
can't
like, it's
breathe.
just a prank, bro,
Maybe I should slow down.
culture,
Yeah.
Tyrell? Okay, well, Frank
Yeah.
Castle's like that, but on Venom. He is
On
fucking
autism.
toxic. He just
Yes.
fucks with people. And he makes people really
Well,
uncomfortable
they definitely
for no
know I'm
reason.
here now.
And some, you know, like 15-year-olds love it because they're sociopaths or something. But if you have a conscience, it's really, really aggravating.
But he do
And-
shit like,
He'd do shit like there'd be a guy who clearly is down on his luck, like a homeless guy just walking down the street, and he would just start fucking with him. And the homeless guy would like flip it. You know, it's like bum fights, where bum fights was 100% taking advantage of people who were totally down on their luck.
These plague samples, I can make something that.
It's super exploitive content, is what he does. And what they'll do is they go around with their buddies and they'll just repeat things, like they'll act like babies.
Thanks, I
And,
appreciate it.
and then they'll always play the victim when the person inevitably gets pissed off and starts swinging at them. Go, you can't do that. That's assault. That's assault. Well then, motherfucker, why did you even try to
yeah,
screw
don't
with
touch
them?
me. I've seen videos like that where people do stupid shit like that. Like someone will be sitting there on their phone and they'll come and take the phone out of their hand. Talking about, that's my phone. And, like they'll take it out of their hand and then the dude would like slam them on the ground and shit. And then they'll be say shit like that. Like it's assault. It's assault.
You
Yeah.
bet.
There was one where they were going around like pulling people's pants, like black people's pants up. Like they would just pull it up.
Hell no.
Yeah, there was like it was on camera too. It was like,
Yeah.
I wish I knew it. They pulled up this
Guessing
one
that's a good
guy's
way to die.
they pulled up this one guy's pants and a gun fell down. Like his gun fell out his pants pocket. And he went to pick it up. And they were like, "It's a prank! It's a prank!" They were screaming and
Breathe
shit. They
easy.
were crying.
No more creepers
It was
here.
bad. Yeah, it was.
Ooh.
And
But like, he was just walking
Hey folks, the outpost
and they
is up and
pulled up
running.
his pants.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the type of shit like, yeah, see, you can't play victim like that, doing shit like that.
Anything
So-
for views of the guy, his
Nothing we can
TTS
use.
is like saying the N-word over and over again while he's talking to black people. Just being outrageously
Guess it's better than
obnoxious.
nothing.
So
for
wait.
no reason.
He would follow people and say the N word.
His text to speech would just repeat the word over and over.
Oh, well, I mean, don't be mad when you get your ass whooped.
Or get banned from Twitch.
Oh my god, this character. That so.
Be
Boogie,
lucky to
though,
survive.
Do you know much about
Do you need
Boogie,
this
Tyrell?
rough set? No, I don't know much about that at all. About him at all. Do you need this rough set still?
Yeah, I do.
I wish I.
We need just to run
wish
back
I-
to the base.
Okay, I
A
wish I
lack
could
of
put this
car.
motherfucker in my thing.
Alright, let's run back to base. Good job, our first try. We'll call that our first episode.